Alright, what is up guys, everyone talking, and today we're going to be doing a killer tier list, guys. So obviously at number 1, we're going to have the nurse. A warping killer able to blink through obstacles, quickly closing gaps with their power, smashes the last breath. So the nurse, she can completely cancel out pallet loops. Like there's no pallet loop in a nurse. Like you can't do it against a good nurse. Like, so like with nurse you can completely just not even worry about pallets. That's why she's just so good. And then her blinks, she applies great map control because of her blinks, how far she can teleport with them. So that's why I have her at number 1. So I have her at number 1. Number 2, Hillbilly. So Hillbilly is a high mobility killer able to cover large distances in a short amount of time and quickly and instantly down survivors using his chainsaw. So the reason why Hillbilly is number 2 is because he has the ability, he has probably the best map control out of all killers because of the fact of his chainsaw. I can go like, I don't know, 300%, 250% speed, and like he can get to areas very quickly, and with his chainsaw he can get to places quickly and insta down people with his chainsaw, which is just great. Number 3, Huntress. So Huntress is a ranged killer able to throw hunting hatchets at survivors to injure them from a distance. So the reason I put Huntress at number 3 and not someone like the Clown of Shape is because she has the ability to also counter pallet looping with her hatchets, because her hatchets can go over obstacles and whatnot. But she is a very slow killer. I think she's one of the slowest. I think she's like, I don't even know anymore. I think she has like 105 or 110 movement speed. But yeah, she has the ability to stop pallet looping. And if you hit a survivor with the hatchet and then you swing at them, they go down like instantly. And she's just very good. She's a very good character to use. Number 4, the Clown. The Clown is a strategic killer able to control and corral survivors by throwing models of the Atlas tonic to create clouds of noxious survivor that cover large areas for a short amount of time. Survivors intoxicated by the gas are inflicted with impaired vision and movement speed, and can avoid their location by coughing loudly. And the reason why the Clown is number 4 is because he also has the ability to counter pallet looping, and he can make survivors go a specific area if he throws his bottles correctly. So like the survivors are forced to go one way if the Clown throws a certain direction, unless they want to get impaired vision and slow movement speed, which is also why he's here, because those bottles, they give you slow movement speed and impaired vision. Number 5, the Shape. I know I don't have the Shape, but I've definitely played him. He's a very fun killer to use. But alright, the Shape is a hunting killer intent on monitoring survivors from a distance to feed his power evil within. The more he stalks, the stronger and faster he becomes. So the Shape at tier 1, I believe he's the slowest killer in the game, and I believe he has no lunge. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he has no lunge at tier 1. So once he gets to tier 2, he has normal killer speed and no more lunge. Once he gets to tier 3, he has an extended lunge while being able to one-shot people. Number 6, Trapper, an area control killer able to pressure across the map by placing deadly bear traps for survivors to step in. So Trapper, he can apply very good map pressure without even being on that side of the map. Like he can just place the bear traps and survivors can step in them, and they'll be injured if they escape. But the bad thing about Trapper is he can have his power completely sabotaged by toolboxes. That's the only downside of Trapper. Number 7, the Pig. Alright, I don't have the Pig, but like I said, I've played with the Pig. She's a very fun killer to use. So a tormenting killer able to crouch into stealth mode, then ambush survivors from a short distance. She can also apply bear traps to down survivors, forcing them to remove it before the timer runs out, triggering an instant death. So the Pig, she's here because she has whenever she crouches, she has a 0 terror radius, and then whenever she's crouched, she has an ambush attack, which basically sends her basically flying at a survivor. And the Pig's power, the reverse bear traps, the reason they're so good is because they waste survivors' time. Like if they're looking for those boxes, they waste their time. None of them are That means they're not doing gens, they're not doing nothing, they're trying to get those traps off. So that means they're wasting time. So Pig is a time waster. She wastes survivors' time, which is why she excels in that. Number 8, the Hag. So I haven't played Hag that much, just cause like I don't like her very much, like as a killer. But she's a curse killer, able to place traps and then teleport them when activated using her blackened catalyst. So Hag can basically place traps like a trap does, but instead of her traps injuring the survivors, what they do is if they run over them or walk over them, they trigger a phantasm, which basically shows the Hag, which is not really there, but she has the ability to teleport them within a specific range. So, so say she's within, I think it's like a 46 or 45 meter range, she can teleport to them. But the thing with the Hag, why she's not that great, is because her traps, if survivors crouching over them, basically makes them undetectable. So basically, like they can just crouch over a trap and it won't be triggered. Number 9, Cannibal. Alright, so Cannibal is basically like Hillbilly, a chainsaw wielding killer able to trigger a deadly frenzy using Bubba's chainsaw, immediately downing anyone in his path. So I am here because he can instantly down someone with his chainsaw, but he has no map control. Like he has no map control at all. Like if he's on the other side of the map, or he's on the other side of the map, there's nothing he can do about it. Like he has no map control at all. But if you catch survivors in the basement, that's basically a death sentence for them, because Bubba's chainsaw can knock multiple people down at once. Like not just one person, he can down multiple, which is why he excels at basement time. Number 10, Doctor. A madness-inducing killer able to use his power, Carter Sparks, the greatest static field, incapacitating survivors and eventually causing them to hallucinate and scream in terror, revealing their position. So Doctor, I feel like he's more of a newer killer, like for newer players, but basically Doctor, he has the ability for survivors, like if he shocks them, they can't drop a pallet or vault windows. And once he reaches tier 3 of that madness, they can't heal, they can't do nothing, they must shock out of it. They must snap out of it, I mean. But Doctor, he's a time waster. He wastes his own time, but he also wastes survivors' time. Like the Doctor, the more that he zaps, the less he's hitting people. Which is basically what every killer should be doing. That's why I have him here, but yeah, that's why he's here at number 10. But yeah, he's a decent killer. I mean, he's not the best, but that's why I have him here ranked 10. But the thing with Doctor, he's good for tracking. Like if you have a treatment mode out, basically you'll know where people are at, but that reveals that you're the Doctor. That's how every survivor knows you're the Doctor, because when they scream, it leaves a mark, and that's how everybody knows it's the Doctor. Number 11, Wraith. So Wraith is a stealth killer able to cloak and uncloak at the ringing of his wailing bell. So basically, Wraith, it's like any basic killer, can only M1. Like he can only hit you with his main weapon. Like his power is just the ability to cloak. And like the thing with Wraith, while he's cloaked, he can be killer burned, which causes him to get stunned, and he's uncloaked again. He's not cloaked. Like Wraith is getting a buff with the new killer that comes out, but it's just a rework to his perks mainly. But yeah, he's getting buffed, and hopefully we see something good. Alright, number 12, the Nightmare. Also, I've played the Nightmare. I've played all these killers, but a Nightmare killer driven to pull survivors into his dream world using his power, Dream Demon, in order to be able to maul them and hinder their abilities. So basically, Nightmare, the reason he's last on the list is because of the fact it takes 7 seconds to put someone in the dream world, and you cannot hit them unless they're in the dream world. So like, I don't know, it's bad for Nightmare. Dude, he's having a rough time right now. He used to be a decent killer until everyone was complaining about him because they didn't know how to play against him. But yeah, he honestly has no power. Like Wraith even has a power, but like he's had the ability to go cloak, but he has no power. His only thing, his power is basically just putting people in the dream world, which I wouldn't even say is a power. Like honestly. But yeah, it takes him 7 seconds to pull someone in the dream world, But I believe whenever they are in the dream mode, he has increased speed. Nightmare has increased speed, but the thing with Nightmare is survivors can easily get out of the dream mode. Just fail a skill check and you're out the dream mode. Like any type of skill check. The only skill check that doesn't work, I believe, is hook sabo. Saboing a hook is the only skill check I believe that doesn't work. Alright guys, so I hope y'all enjoyed this killer tier list, and just remember this was opinion based. This is like based on my opinion. If y'all have any other opinion, please leave them in the comments below. And yeah guys, until next time.